can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way.
Hello, welcome to another episode of A Few Minutes with Marvin. I inspire those who aspire to make positive changes in their lives. And this video is about gaining clarity on your divine journey. You're on your spiritual path. There's a lot of things that get thrown at you left and right, and you don't know what's yours, what's not yours. You don't know how to navigate what's going on. You have questions, right? So how do you gain clarity? I got a couple of friends here who would like to say hello. They're on their journey too. Um, but it's about, being in that jungle, right? Spirituality can be a jungle too. It's not all, a clear path. It's about making the choices, right? So identifying, you know, whether you should go down this path or, get stuck in the trees, But that's not necessarily a bad thing either. You can learn a lot from just going into the woods and just sitting, right? Not worrying about, what's going to bite you, or is there a snake around the corner, or, what's under that rock, right? It doesn't matter, because in that moment you can choose to embody peace and just sit there, fully knowing that you're an eternal spiritual soul and you're protecting yourself. So it's not about seeing your path clearly, is what I'm trying to get at, right? Um, it's not always going to be clear in the moment, right? Because it's always now. However, it may become clearer in another now. So you have to allow yourself the time and the space to gain the clarity. And again, it may not come in that moment that you're looking for it, but somewhere down the line, it's going to come right back. And something's going to click, and you're going to go, oh my God, that's the answer, right? But you have to sit and think about it, but don't give it too much thought, right? Forget about what's around you. I've said it before. This is a circus. This is an illusion. And what happens is, as we are awakening, right, we start seeing the circus a little more clearly, right? We see all the elephants and the lions and tigers and bears and the guy cracking the whip, right? That's all we're watching, right? We have to become the observer. So we have to get out of that circus tent, right? But your spiritual path or your spiritual journey is you being cognizant that you are, in a different reality, right? Everything that's happening around you is happening for you, not to you. So now you graduate, right? You get out of the circus tent, but now you're going to a safe house, right? So spirituality is a safe haven, or so we're led to believe, where you're safe. You can do what you want, practice whatever you want, spiritual wise, do the work, right? Do have your dark nights of the soul and things of that nature. But here's the reality about that is that at some point, that halfway house becomes a circus again, right? Even spirituality is a circus. It's very broad. There's so much going on that you can get lost in all of these things. You can give too much emphasis and start becoming dependent on spiritual practices, right? Such as, the crystals, right? You have to have the crystals, to ward this off and do that for you, right? And you have to pull tarot cards, right? To give you the message, right? So you're just trading this one circus for another circus. And that's not going to bring you too much clarity either, because the spiritual halfway house, let's call it, is meant to be temporary as well, just like life. You're supposed to, experiencing things on a temporary basis so that you can gain the clarity and then move on from there. So the the path to clarity is ever changing and ongoing, right? So you're getting clear on one path, taking you to the next path. You're going to get clear on the other path, right? And it's just going to be one step after another. It's baby steps, right? So now, those of us that are spiritually awakened and doing the work, right? Now we have to start recognizing those things that are keeping us stuck again, even spiritual practices, and releasing those and finding the next one that's going to help us get to the next stage of clarity. Does that make sense? It's life is a series of steps and gaining clarity along the way. And spirituality can keep you stuck as well. So now in my spiritual growth, I'm finding ways to get myself out of the halfway house, right? To become fully recovered, from the addiction of this world. But I also know that that may not be possible. Not that it's impossible, but soul constantly wants to learn, right? So we're going to just find the next house, right? So I'm on the verge of trying to find my next house, right? I'm not energetically better than anybody. I don't look at it that way. This is my journey, and it's your journey. It's your individual journey, and you can pick and choose who you want to go with along the journey for the ride, or you can do it on your own. But always be searching, right? And take yourself out of every situation. Be the observer, more than the participant, right? You've already been the participant. Now be the observer and say, hey, you know what? This served me for my purpose. Time to turn around, right? And take that next leap of faith and find the next path to take down, right? And then have those experiences and then find the next place to go, right? You're moving from one place to another. And that's going to bring you all the clarity that you need. And will we ever be clear on our path? Possibly. But then what's the fun, right? You always have to have something to look forward to guide your soul, to fulfill your purpose. It's your purpose. It's not my purpose, nobody else's purpose. I have my own. And we can do this together for a short while, even if it's temporary, and we can do this for a long while. It just depends on your road and what you're learning and what you're choosing to learn and what you're choosing to experience, and then on to the next. So gaining clarity is not seeking it, it's letting come, right? Letting it be there. But stopping yourself and looking at the path in front of you clearly and what the obstacles are there, and then deciding in the moment to go around that obstacle or to tackle it head on, right? But the point is to keep moving, and then you'll get more clarity as you go. So find your clarity. Stop and smell the roses. Sit down. When you're lost in the jungle, sit, right? Come to stillness, presence, and then get up and go, right? Don't worry about everything else that's in your peripheral. It doesn't matter, right? The clarity will come when it's meant to come. So don't get stuck. Keep moving forward, and you'll be blessed with clarity, purpose, fun, right? Make it fun. So only you can make it fun. It doesn't matter what the situation is presenting itself. Make it fun. Make it a learning experience, and clarity will always find you. So find your clarity, stay grounded, and have an amazing day. And if you're still in the cycle of trying to find your path, but you don't know where to start, where to look, things aren't as obvious to you, hit me up. I'm a transformational life coach, spiritually based. The link to my website's down below. Schedule a 30-minute free decompression session, so maybe we can help you, gain clarity, just so you can see it clearly. And if you like the contents of this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family, leave a comment, and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. I'm continuing to seek clarity in every now moment, and I'm having fun with it. So have fun with it, folks. And thank you for spending a few minutes with me.